Tom from the Metalheadz show here at Hammerfest 2014 with Jamie and Chris of Primitai. How are we today, guys?
Yeah, doing well, thanks, man.
Awesome. Recovering from last night?
Sorry?
Still recovering from last night?
A little bit, yeah. The hangovers are starting to kick in pretty proper now, so I think I might be having a pint to tie it over until we go on or something. But yeah, good night last night, saw a few bands, and yeah, looking for the same today.
Awesome. So, okay, first of all, can you give me a brief background of the band, what music you play, how you got together, and your main influences?
Band started about 10 years ago, but with the current lineup, we've been going for about 5 years with this current lineup. Minus Tom, the new guitarist, actually, he's been in the band for about a year. Type of heavy metal, the influences range from anywhere from Priest, Aussie, to your Scandinavian side of metal, which is like Children of Bodom, In Flames kind of stuff. So we try to cross the two genres to bring the classic metal side up to date kind of thing, trying to morph old school with new school kind of stuff. So that's what we're trying to achieve. Whether or not we're actually doing it is another thing, but people seem to like it, and yeah, it seems to be going well. So yeah.
Awesome. So tonight you'll be playing it on the second stage, and you'll be playing at 20 to 2 in the morning. So late set, and are you excited for it?
Yeah, I mean, dead excited. We played not Hammerfest before. We played Hard Rock Hell a couple of years back. It's probably one of the best shows we've ever played since then. Yeah, well, up until that point. And to come back and actually play on the second stage and play as what's going to be the last band of the weekend as well. That's pretty big on. So,
what, headliners of the festival?
Headliners of the festival.
No, I'm only joking.
We are not headlining at all, but we are the last band on. That's going to be quite something. So it's quite a pressured situation, sort of be the band that has to turn people away. So hopefully we'll turn them away with a smile on their face, or get them running out the door as quickly as possible. We'll see.
So you just finished a UK tour with Sepultura. How was that for you guys?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, every night was packed out. I think like 2 or 3 shows, maybe even more, were sold out just from the off. And to be able to play with a band like that, I mean, I remember listening to Sepultura back when I was about 15. I remember getting kicked out of tech class because I put Sepultura on the stereo when the teacher wasn't looking. And then to become back, 8-9 years later, and get to play on the same stage as them right before they come on, is truly an honour.
Yeah.
And
it's surreal, isn't it? It's just bands you grow up with listening to, and then 10 years down the line you're actually playing with them. You're like, what the hell's going on?
Like the day before the tour, I was watching a documentary on metal music, and then I was looking at it, I was like, oh, I'm going to see him tomorrow. I'm going to meet up with him. Andreas Kisser just on the documentary. It's like, oh, I'm going to share the stage with that guy for the next few nights. And yeah, to be able to do that with a band that's genuinely changed the scene and created a unique sound for themselves and actually developed a part of the genre is amazing. Yeah. And I mean, seemed to go down alright with the audiences, and there's certainly a few after show parties that left us a bit worse for wear, but that is absolutely amazing tour. Amazing.
Awesome. So your new album Rise Again is out now. Can you tell me a little bit about it and why you think people should take the time out to listen to it?
Take the time to listen to it, purely because it took us a hell of a long time to actually record it. The amount of things that happened in the run up to that album. I mean, we had it's a really a big mixture of emotions, because we had our old guitarist Nick Saxby leave. That was his last album, so it's quite heart-wrenching from my point of view. I don't know about Chris's so much, but
I hated him. I could not wait for him to be out of the band.
No, because he was one of the founder members of the band. So not only that, like with me and Nick and Chris have been in the band from near enough the start. So to lose an original member like that's quite heart-wrenching. But at the same time, like, it was his last album, so he put his absolute all into it. And so yeah, that's exactly the reason why everyone should take the time out to listen to it. Because a lot of time and effort went into this. I mean, it was almost 2 years to actually get round to finishing the actual final product.
It was about 6 months, and then recording about a year to actually get it right.
So it took a long time. Three studios we went through to actually finally get the sound we wanted. We worked with Fredrik Nordstrom from Dream Evil to try and get that almost power metal-y kind of sound in there. Really big vibrant sound, and he done it exactly what we wanted. So yeah, I mean, I'm really proud of it. I know the other guys are. Just need more reviews to see what everyone else is thinking, more gigs to see what the fans are going to say about it, and yeah, see how it turns out. But so far so good. I've got no complaints.
Awesome. So to finish the interview, can you tell me a funny or an embarrassing tour story?
I mean, the one that I always cite as like the worst gig I've ever played with the Primitai, and the most embarrassing one I've ever played was years back. We got asked to headline a bingo.
Headline what, sorry?
A bingo.
Oh,
for 200 grandmas. And the reason for that was our old singer was shagging the girl that was putting the bingo on, and so we managed to get.
She wasn't a grandma.
She wasn't a grandma. No, she was the same age as us. But yeah, so we decided to try and lighten things up a little bit because they weren't going to like our music anyway. So we came on in drag, and then proceeded to have the worst technical difficulties we've ever had in the first 2 minutes of the set, and watched 200 grandmas hobble out of the hall in about 10 minutes or so. It was
felt like a lead balloon, didn't we?
Yeah.
We didn't go down well at all. Yeah, that was quite embarrassing. But in terms of tour things, I know there's we're on tour with White Wizard a few years back, and we're in this after party. We're not like a band renowned for scrapping or anything like that, but me and Nick, the old guitarist, we saw this bloke and his girlfriend in the middle of the dance floor, and all of a sudden this like group of lads, there's about 10-15 of them, just swamped this guy and his girlfriend, and me and Nick had looked at each other and went, should we like go and help him out? Not really, because we were so drunk we didn't realise the severity of what was going to happen.
By swamped, what do you mean, as in?
Oh, they just swarmed around this guy to intimidate him or something. I don't know what was going to go on. Anyway, me and Nick have gone in there to go and help this guy out. All of a sudden a punch has been thrown. Me and Nick are scrapping with about 10 blokes, and we had the absolute crap kicked out of us in the middle of a dance hall. Hair getting ripped out, we're on the floor getting kicked, and yeah, that was quite an experience. I came out with a broken finger, which wasn't good to be on tour with, and I had to strap it up with drumsticks.
Oh.
So yeah, that was quite an interesting tour actually, but that was quite funny.
We try to be a bit more sedate now in terms of our touring activities.
Oh yeah, we've calmed down a lot. We have calmed down a lot.
No more bingo or fights then?
No more bingos and no more fights.
Awesome. Well, cheers for speaking to us, guys. Really appreciate it. Have a great show tonight.
Thank you. Thanks very much.